Hi everyone, Jessie from the Scrappy Sisters. So, welcome to Animal Kingdom Week for the Confessions of a Paper Addict design team. I hope you are enjoying seeing all of the amazing layouts that are being made with the different animal cut files. So, perhaps you've already seen Katie's layout. She created a bunny layout using the inside piece, the traditional cut file section of this cut file. And when I cut, because Katie doesn't have a silhouette machine, so I cut all of her cut files for her. When I cut this for her and was pulling the waist out, I was like, oh, that would work perfectly on a second layout. And it's, the see-through bit, the bit that was the original cut file, looks really cute. I could totally use that. So I have. So we decided we would both share our little bunny layouts with you this today. So 2 design team layouts from us today. Are using the same cut file. And it was literally the same cut file. We only cut the bunny once. So as you can see, I glued it all down onto some vellum, just using my craft glue. And I just put glue everywhere because what you're going to see is the nice thin outline there. You can see how fussy cut it out. So it didn't matter that the glue might show through or anything like that because that is the back. And then I've got this gorgeous Chimel, I think it's Chimel bunny paper. Is it maybe the Little You collection, maybe? Don't quote me. Something from my stash. I just found the bunnies and was like, yes, that is perfect for this Easter photo of my little boy after he has done his Easter egg hunt and found all his bits and bobs. So I decided I'm using a bit of a hodgepodge here of different collections. So I've got some Midnight, Cocoa Vanilla Studios Midnight paper. I have got, I think it's Chimel Little You rabbit paper, but it might not be. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Then this spotty paper, can't remember. Perhaps Echo Park? Perhaps not. Just changing my blade. You might be able to see there. The line of paper on the left-hand side of the grey paper is all like fluffy and white. It's not cutting properly. So it was a very clear indicator that I needed to replace my blade. So I didn't actually throw the old one away. I marked it with a Sharpie in case I've got something like, thick cardboard or something that might damage the blade that I really want to cut. I'll put that dodgy old blade back in because it does still cut. And if it gets completely mangled by cutting this item, no big deal because it's not my good brand new blade. That's my reason. That's what my thought is. Can't throw anything away. So that is my general idea there of what I'm going to do. So snap forward to that being done. Just use double-sided tape to glue all that together. I've also backed my photo. You can see with a whole bunch of different colours, and you can see they were just off to the side there. Bit of Head in the Clouds, bit of New Day. I've just used a whole bunch of scraps for this layout. This layout is not any one collection. In fact, I had my scrap bins out, looking at how I wanted to back the bunny before I decided on the vellum. So that's how this all sort of came about, because little things, little colours, little bits and bobs caught my eye, and so that's what I ended up using. So I know I want my title to say The Haul. We all love watching a haul video, so this is my son's haul of all of the eggs that he got for Easter. I think he got 10. He counted how many he got. So for some families, that's like none. For our family, that's tons. He won't even be allowed to eat all of those. They will magically disappear during the week, and he will definitely eat some, 100%. But one day he will just ask for one of his Easter eggs, and he'll be told that they're all gone. You've eaten them all, honey. And he'll say, oh, have I? Okay, no worries. He's a very good little boy. We just don't think that he needs them. He gets treats, he gets spoiled. He doesn't need too much chocolate. So what you will see here is sort of my process of deciding how I'm going to embellish this one. So I've got the general idea that I want my bunny over there, and I originally think I want my photo over to the right. But then I start to think about the direction of how the bunny and Jack are looking. And they're both looking in the same direction, off to the right. So I don't actually end up liking the idea of having them far apart from each other. I think they should go together and both be looking off to the right together. So it looks like there's something off over there that we want to be able to see. If I had a thought about this in advance, I probably would have backed the bunny the other way so that the bunny was looking to the left and Jack was looking to the right. So it actually looked like they were looking at each other. But, I didn't. So this is when I worked that out. I go, oh, hang on. The photo should go over there with the bunny. Yeah. Like, maybe I could still turn the bunny over. Let me just check. Oh, no, that would look weird because I've already stuck the vellum on. Duh. Hence my frustrated hand action just then. So I'm back to thinking, all right, so now I'm working with the embellishments with the photo over there. Okay, cool. Let's go. Heading title is going to go around there somewhere. And now for the ephemera. So I don't often leave this whole process in, and hopefully it's not too boring for you, but you can sort of see how much my brain jumps around. Hopefully yours does this too when you're creating your pages. I have a sort of basic idea of how I want things to roll, but not 100%. So I'm using the ephemera pack from the Cocoa Vanilla Studios Happiness, which I love. The colours are just divine. And just having a play with all the bits and bobs. I know I want layers, and I really find those tickets and bingo stubs hard to use. So I thought they might just be cool to sort of shove underneath the photo just to add to the layers. But they don't end up making the cut. I take those away. The tassel is cute. I tried to use 2 tassels because I felt like it needed the colour, but I also couldn't get that to work either. So I end up pulling in some different colour by using the floral instead. I wish I could just buy a complete pack of just the flowers. I don't need anything else, just all flowers. So I'm thinking, you can see there, this is going to be a bit of a diagonal layout. So not 3 clusters as such, but it's going to sort of flow from the bottom left across to the top right is the way I'm thinking of this. I was trying to sort of get my colours to words to be evenly dispersed between the 3. There is sort of 3 clusters, the very top right of the photo and the bottom left of the photo. I'm trying to get the colours to disperse amongst there sort of relatively evenly if I can. Bit of pink, bit of blue, bit of green, bit of orange. Doesn't completely work, but it's not too bad. I'm getting pretty close. So once I have that, I'm just having a look. Much better lighting, Jessica. Once I have that basically planned out, it's time to start sticking it down. So I just push everything off into the general direction of where it's going to go. I decide once I've done that I actually need a little bit more texture, so I rough up the grey edge just to give a bit of fluff to it, bit of texture to it. And then, so some things I'm going to stick with my glue, some things I'm going to pop up with my foam. So those 2 are getting stuck down, and then I'm going to stick up the flower with some foam above it all. So I swapped the order of the banner and the flower because I think that looks cuter. I'm also going to fold up the edges of the butterfly. I'll stick on the bunny first. So I want the bunny off the edge, but I don't want to lose too much of the ear. So I'm trying to get the correct angle there that I'm keeping most of the picture. So I'm only putting glue just down that one side because I know I want to pop some things underneath the bunny. So yeah, just making sure not too much of the ear is off the page. Because that's vellum, it needs to be weighted just a little bit to get that to stick down. So I just chucked some old phones. My parents just replaced their phones, and I'm going to use these ones for recording, just in case you wondered why I have so many. Because I currently use my actual real mobile phone, which is perfectly fine. But for those of you that follow my videos, there's occasionally a few times when I say, oh, sorry, that got cut out. And it's 99% of the time because I receive a phone call and I don't realize because my phone is on silent. And so I miss the phone call, which that doesn't bother me. But I don't know that because I've received a phone call, it means the recording has stopped. So you can see there, I want something under that cluster. I've tried all the frames and I just can't get that to work. So I end up not going with any of that. But yeah, I really wanted something up there. Can't get any of those to work. It's all about the color base, to be honest. I want some blue and some navy up there because I've already got pink and orange in the flowers, but I really want some blue and some navy. So those tickets are kind of working for me. And then if I can put that time to shine up there, that will work for me because that's the colors. And then down in this bottom one, I've got the orange there in that ticket. Then I've got some blue and some pink in that flowers. And then I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should put that orange ticket up there. So they're all together. And I'm just not loving it. It's just not winning for me. By putting the navy butterfly down the bottom, that's what makes me want to put some navy up in this top cluster. But yeah, I just can't find the right thing, the thing that's going to win it over for me. So as I often do when I know there's some things that I love, but there's a few things that I'm not 100% set on, I work on what I love. So I know the photo's going there, so I'm going to pop the photo up on foam and stick him underneath the bunny. That's why I didn't stick the bunny completely down. And yeah, I'm just going to work on the bits that I was happy with. So I was happy with the flower, so a bit of foam for that one as well. So my foam is from the Reject Shop. I'm relatively happy with that foam. It is tricky to cut. I probably should get some non-stick scissors. I just use those orange-handled scissors for cutting my foam and my double-sided tape, so they get completely manky. But I try not to. I will occasionally, but I try not to cut sticky stuff with other scissors, just to keep only one pair of scissors manky at a time. I just folded the wings on the butterflies up and kept the body flat, and that's where I'm putting the glue, just on the body. And they're flying up to that cute little flower cluster up there. So again, stick with what I love. I know I love those flowers, so I'm putting those on. Just making sure the foam's in the correct spot so it actually fits around the corner of the photo. And I was really happy with that tassel, so he can go in there as well. And I really love that butterfly down the bottom too. So those kind of things are all getting stuck down because I'm happy with all of those. And in fact, you know, as when you see it on a different angle, I probably could even stop right now with the way the clusters look. They look fine. Doesn't matter that I don't have all the colours in all of them. It's cute. Yeah, that would be enough. So as I said, I'm just going to go with the things I know that I'm happy with. So I'm going to stick on my title, the haul, just using that, the edge of the plastic there to keep it straight. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it helps it to be a little bit more straight. Now, hopefully you can see there's an exclamation mark on the end here. I sent this to my mum to show her, and she's like, should there be a double L? Oh, it's not an L. It's an exclamation mark. If it looks like an L, tell me, because I'll take it off, because everyone will think it's an L. So hopefully it looks like an exclamation mark to you. Stick on that cute little saying down there. My glue is overflowing for some reason. It's never done that before. So I'm trying to get the airflow back into it so that the glue stops pouring out the top, because it's spreading everywhere. So looking at it now, I really could stop, but I don't, of course. As I mentioned, I really want to work out how to get some navy up into that top layout, that top cluster. And I'm thinking now, I was thinking that I didn't need another word phrase. That wasn't working. But the more I placed navy things up there, the more I really wanted something navy up there. And I thought that square frame was too square. So I'm thinking about going with this oval frame, a circle frame. But I'm really nervous about cutting it if I don't end up liking it, because once I've cut it, I can't uncut it. So I'm kind of just committed to it now, and I've pretty much decided it has to go there, because now that I've cut it, I'm not going to waste it. And I probably could still have used it on a different layout cut, but paranoid. So it's going to go up the top there. Just having a good look, make sure I'm happy with it. I know it's not sitting properly, but I'm just checking that it looks okay. And I'm pretty happy with it. So I will end up cutting it properly and sticking it down properly. I wanted that green on top. Again, in hindsight, looking at it now, it looks totally fine. It's not a problem. But I actually think it looked better without it. Here I was agonizing about really wanting some navy up there, and it actually looked better. Oh well, it's done. And then I just decided, because I had this one last little bit, again, I probably could have used it on a different layout, but that I'd put it down in the bottom corner as well, just to, match them up a little bit, tie them together. I was a little bit restricted as to where it was going to go because of its size. I didn't want to have like a flat end sticking out. I wanted to make sure both of the ends were completely underneath that flower ephemera. I think having it down in that corner did actually help make it look like it belonged a little bit better. But yeah, still didn't need it. Oh well, win some, you lose some. Doesn't look bad, just didn't need it. But that's pretty much done. So now I'm going to get some Heidi Shine. I'm going to get the gold and the navy and splash that on. I'm covering my photo just to make sure I don't get any splashes on my photo. Just pulled something out of my rubbish bin. I actually used that packaging to back my photo. I don't know why I did that off screen. Sorry, you may have been interested to see that. But I did. I just used scraps to back the photo. I think I mentioned that. And I emptied that. There was one little wreath left in that pack of packaging. And it had some really cute teal striped card paper in it. So I used that to back the photo with because it was cute. Got to check out your packaging sometimes. It works well. Sometimes there's colour that's really nice. I know in one of the Maggie Holmes, she had a really nice wood grain in her packaging. So I used that as well for something. So just splashing that on. Splish, splosh, splash. And I'm done. So I will bring it up for a close-up. And I've also got some photos for you to see. And as I mentioned, I hope you have enjoyed the... Oh, I forgot about these. I just wanted to put a little bit more gold sparkle. I hope you have enjoyed the Animal Kingdom releases that have come out. The link to Virginia's shop is mentioned down below, the Confessions of a Paper Addict, and also the link to her Facebook group if you want to join that. She gives out a free cut file every want to say every Sunday. It's Sunday in Australia and New Zealand. So that maybe Saturday to you guys in America? Not sure. But anyway. And she has them up, I think it's for 2 weeks. She has those up. So you should totally join her Facebook group and sneak those free cut files. And also you get to be the first ones to see the releases that go into the store. So you can also snaffle those up straight away and not miss any of the goodies that she puts up. So I highly recommend that. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. I'm just putting a few tiny little pearls out and about just to look cute. Oh dear. Let me know if you end up using any of the Animal Kingdom cut files. There are so many and they're so cute. I had such a hard time deciding on which one to use. There's another one that I desperately want to use for a layout, so you may see another one coming up with me soon as well. So here are your close-ups. Sorry about the lighting. Because I get so close to the camera to show you the close-ups, it goes a little bit yellow. So I have got some photos coming up for you as well. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Hit the little bell so you get notified each time we have a video. 2 videos a week, so you don't want to miss that. And we've got another DT item coming out soon. So yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Please like and subscribe, and we will catch you again next time. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.